That is so good. I mean, look. I mean, it's just custard with cake. I mean, how can you like not like that? And that is really warm too right now. That is so good. So today my neighbor, who is an awesome cook, gave me a piece of cake to try. And I must say, this is very good. If you notice, it's kind of like got like two layers going on. The bottom layer is like a custard layer, which tastes exactly, in my opinion, like creme brulee. So I'm calling this the creme brulee cake. My pan, she was saying a standard, you need some yellow cake mix, and of course it calls for a non. Let's see, where is it at? 13 by 9 pan, which is what I have, but she says it's going to make a little bit too much. So I'm gonna probably reserve some of the custard because this makes quite a bit, but I do plan on using the whole cake mix. So for the custard, basically for the yellow cake mix, you bake it exactly like the directions say on the back. I mean, same ingredients. This is water, eggs, vegetable oil. So I'm gonna blend this up here shortly. The ingredients for the custard is going to be 2/3 of a cup of cornstarch, which I have here. We got 1 1/4 cups of sugar, which I have here. We got 1 13-ounce can of evaporated milk. This is actually 12 ounces. I guess back in the day they used to make 13 ounces because this seems like a pretty old recipe. We got 1 quart of milk, which is 4 cups of milk. 5 egg yolks, which I have here, already separated from the egg whites, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm using the actual real vanilla. It's actually from Mexico. Okay, so actually we're gonna make the cake mix after, because reading the directions, it says to basically bake, pour in the pan and bake immediately. So this ain't gonna take long to whip up. Like I said, it's 1 cup of water, 3 large eggs, half a cup of vegetable oil. It takes about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes or so to beat it up. So I can do that later. So let's start with the custard. Talked to my neighbor because she made this actually today, and she basically told me just combine everything together, whisk it real good till it's nice and smooth, and then we're going to cook it. So let me start that. So the vanilla goes in dead last, so we're going to take that, move that so I don't get confused. So this is the 1 can of evaporated milk. This is the sugar and the cornstarch. We're going to add the cornstarch first, and we're going to go ahead and start whisking it just to get everything well incorporated. Try to get it basically lump free. I'm gonna add the sugar too. Got enough liquid in that pot. I mean, everything should dissolve pretty easily. So let me get started on that. And basically just, I'm just doing it to where I don't really feel any more lumps anymore. And I might take a glass or so of some red wine to get it all nice and incorporated. But that's the plan. Oh, by the way, if you want some good wine, this is pretty good stuff right here. Very good wine. Like, I don't know, 10 bucks. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I will go ahead and add the eggs to it. I'm gonna go ahead and thoroughly get them incorporated. This makes a lot, so I'm thinking when I pour this in my pan, I probably won't use it all because this is going to be quite a bit of custard. We're going to cook this on a low fire. Keep stirring constantly. Once it gets thick, we're going to remove it from heat. Then we're going to add the vanilla. So after about 10 minutes, this is what starts to happen. As you can see, it starts to get kind of thick. But it happens pretty quick. Like maybe 2 minutes before this happened, it was pretty like a liquid. So just keep stirring it, and we're gonna let it thicken up a little bit more. Trying to see how thick it's going to get. I got my fire like on a very low heat. That's important. You don't want to scorch it. You don't want it to stick. Make sure you got a very heavy pot. The one I'm using is the Cuisinart French Classic. I think this is the 4.5 or maybe the 5 quart Dutch oven. So I'd say that's pretty thick. So at this point we'll go ahead and add the vanilla. Get that well incorporated. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat. Just kind of blend the vanilla up really well. So basically just blend it up till it's well incorporated. And I took it off the where the burner was at because the grate's still hot. I have a gas stove, so this is just on the burner that hasn't been on. And I'd say we're pretty thick. So at this point, let's go ahead and get the cake ready. All right, this is per the Duncan Hines instructions. This is half of a cup of vegetable oil. This is 3 large eggs. Always crack them in a bowl. That way there's no chance you can have a shell fall in there. And also we're gonna have 1 cup of regular old water. And we're going to mix this on low for 30 seconds. And then we'll mix it on medium for 2 minutes. All right, go ahead and spray your pan with some cooking spray. I got the Baker's Joy. And I will go ahead and pour our cake mix in. And just kind of tap it a little bit to get it all evenly distributed. And now we'll go ahead and get our custard ready. And for the custard, we want to leave about a 1-inch space around the edge of it. Get a nice deep spoon here. And like I said, we want to leave about 1 inch around the outside edge of it. So that's my plan. Like I said, I don't plan on using all of this. I'm just kind of putting it right in the middle, because this is quite a bit of custard. And that's about it. I say I might have about half of this left over. I think that'll be good. And I'm gonna basically just stick it right in the middle, I think. And like I said, we're gonna do the cook time is gonna be 40 minutes. Let me go ahead and adjust that here. 40 minutes. 350. And we'll just let it go. Well, that's how we look. I could have used a bigger pan. That way I could have used all the custard, but I didn't, so I used what I had. And I'd say it came out pretty good. Still a little bit jiggly in the middle, but I think that'll add to the effect of it. Like I said, it is kind of like a creme brulee cake. So basically, as you eat the edge, you have some nice custard in the middle to eat it with it. Well, let's see what we got here. Still a little warm. I've only been letting it cool for about maybe 10 minutes or so. I guess we'll try to get a piece about right here, I think. I say my first time making this, so no promises, but we'll see what we got. Oh my God, it smells good. So that's how we look. I'm gonna call this the creme brulee cake because to me it tastes just like creme brulee. Yeah, let's give it a little taste here and see what we got. Get a little bit of the custard inside. Ooh, that is good. It's really good. I always like creme brulee, but why not make a cake with it, huh? That's so good. And it's not overly sweet, but you can kind of see the custard. I mean, it's kind of holding its shape, and as it cools down, it should firm up a little bit more. But I mean, what's not to like about a hot cake? I mean, you pretty much got to eat this hot. I mean, it is just it is what it is. That is so good. I mean, look. I mean, it's just custard with cake. I mean, how can you not like that? And that is really warm too right now. That is so good. The only thing needed is a bigger pan. Like I said, this was a 9x13, and as it was cooking, I was kind of afraid that it might rise above the pan, but thankfully it kind of stayed, level with the pan. So yeah, so I'm liking it. It's very good. Not bad at all. And it's really not overly sweet. I mean, it's, to me, the sweetness is perfect. I mean, it's not where when you bite it, it hurts your teeth. It's really good. So good, so good, so good. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up button. Thanks.